Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, how are you? How are you today? I hope you are in a good condition. You're not no one's feeling under the weather right now, so you can absorb all of the knowledge and the sharing experience from the our conductor this evening. Okay. So now I saw newcomers here, new face here, several new face here. So Panca JS, would you like to turn on your cameras? So
Um,
are you the newcomers here?
yes, I'm the newcomer here.
So, could you please tell us briefly? So, introduce yourself. What's your name? What are you doing right now? And how do you know Brazil? Where do you know?
Okay, well, hi everyone. So I'm Pancha. Currently, I'm living in South Tangerang. So I am an administration staff. I'm working as an administration staff, and then I know Britzone a couple of years ago, but I just had the chance to join just right now. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all. So nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. What an interesting story and insight for you,
Thank
Pancha.
you.
Okay, now I would like to hear from. Oh, I saw Mr. Osman here. Hi.
Hi,
Where are
Miss.
you right now?
I'm at my house, but upstairs because
Oh,
I'm doing like quarantine, self
oh,
quarantine because this morning I got 2 lines on my rapid test. So
oh, get well
I go back
soon.
and then yeah, thank you. Waiting for my PCR result
Uh, hope,
tomorrow, I think.
yeah, hope you can have a speedy recovery soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, and then I hope you can absorb the knowledge. Yeah, so have
Yes.
an enjoy quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Thank
I
you.
would like to hear, yeah, my pleasure. Now, Cahyanti, 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 you, hello. Do we have Cahyanti or hello? Maybe you are away. Mr. Afghan, are you the singer?
No, I'm not a singer, but I can
Oh,
sing actually
oh, you can sing.
a little bit.
Oh, so you are like Afghan, same like your name.
But a lot of people call me Afghan.
Mm, what do you do? What do you do for a living, Mr. Afghan?
I'm working as a customer service.
Mm, nice. And then how do you know Brazil?
I
By
know about
singing?
I know Britzone 3 years ago when I was in Jakarta.
Oh, so you are not in Jakarta.
Uh,
Where are you right now?
I'm in my hometown in North Sulawesi, Manado.
Wow, that's so far from here. That's so
Yes, but
far.
I joined uh, offline class 3 years ago before coronavirus. 3 or 4, I don't know, many times I've joined the class.
I see, I see. That's so great to have you here, Mister.
Thank you
Because
very much.
yeah, because you have come along the way from Sulawesi to come here.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure to have you here.
thank you.
I hope you can enjoy our class today. Thank
Thank you very
you.
much, Miss Beautiful. Miss
My
Johnny.
pleasure. Okay, now, hi, Liana. Wow, I haven't seen you for a long time. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm just eating.
It's
With my
okay.
finger.
It's okay. It's okay. You can finish your meal. Okay, you can continue. Okay, have a pleasure. Okay, now, okay, I hope you are ready and you are excited for absorbing the knowledge from our conductor this evening. But first, let me share you a quick brief introduction from Brisboners, because for those of you are not really know about Brisbane, or maybe you can like invite new people to come here. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. So this one, the Brisbane value, it's free and open platform. So everyone in diverse background can join us, and then it's free of charge. We don't charge you here, and then we also try our best for a free of judgment. Okay, so no matter your accents or no matter your speaking skills, we have no judgment for you. Just come here, and then we focus on the English education, and then it's basically a volunteerism. So our facilitator, and then our committee, and then also our conductor is also volunteer. Okay, and then next we have our three of our classes. The first one is the Britzone Speaking Academy, or BSA. It is today. Tuesday starts at 7, and it's focused on public speaking, like all of them, all of the core, like speech, debating, interview, and etc. And then we have also tomorrow classes. It is Britzone Betterment Series. So it's BBS, or so starts at 7 p.m. and it touch 4 core skills in learning English. They are listening, reading, writing, and also speaking. And last but not least is we have this one, Wisdom Fun Day. It's on Saturday, starts at 11 a.m. and it will bring various topics for weekly discussion. So previously we have done this class offline, and then now we have done it online. So make sure to check out our account. So it will be held offline or online by checking our Instagram account. So Brizone is also on social media, guys. So please stay connected with us. You can keep in touch with us in Instagram by @BrizzoneID, and then we are also in Clubhouse, Busy English Community, and then Facebook Britzone, and then in YouTube Britzone English Community. So actually, this class today is live stream on YouTube, so you can check it out. And then our website is britzone.id. Okay, next. So please do support our Britzone, because we found ourselves by Busy Merch and Busy Mart. So we basically sell merchandise of Britzone, like t-shirt and mask. And then also now we have in this Britzone merchandise also a strap. You can go check it out at the Instagram. They have our own at Britzone March. And then also you can have a further discussion with the administrator in this number on the WhatsApp. Okay, now Britzone is also sponsored. One of them is our sponsor is Library of the Education and Culture Ministry. Just sign up and becoming a member because they have 32 book collection, and then also an audiobook and also a video collection. So if you are reading in your leisure time, you love to read, please go check it out at their own Instagram at Perpustakaan. And then the last is one of our sponsors too is Atmago app. Atmago, I'm sorry, our sponsor is Atmago, and they have their own app, is Atmago app. It's a social network to help the sharing about neighborhood issues, and then its campaign is Warga Bantu Warga. So you can help your neighborhood and also keep yourself updated with the neighborhood issues. So this one is coming handy, guys. Okay. Then the last one is after class tradition. So we are usually taking our pictures together, and then the second is also this one is important, so please give us your feedback at this link, and don't worry, you don't have to like write the feedback link, so it will be shared on the WhatsApp group. So please don't leave the group after you finish this class today. Okay, that's all from me. Okay, I hope you can bear with me and I don't bore you too much. Okay, now let's greet our conductor. Let me greet it first. Hi, Mas Rahmat.
Hello.
Hello, are you ready for today, Mas?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great, fantastic. Now, I hope all of you are also ready, like Mas Rahmat. Okay, because Mas Rahmat will sharing his experience, and he is really an expert in public speaking because he's done so many, like he is the founder of the floating school, he is the delegate from Indonesia for USA Ali, and then many various experience that I can all name it because too many of your award, Mas. Okay, so let's give it up for Mas Mato or Mas Rahmat.
Okay, thank you very much, Sophia, for a very nice introduction, and thank you to Britzone for inviting me to join the meeting today. I'm very glad and I'm very pleased to be virtually present in front of you all today. Hi everyone. So I'm basically now in Makassar. So we are quite miles away. I know you are all probably mainly in western part of Indonesia. So hi from Makassar. And just like what Devi has presented it before, I am a competent communicator from Toastmaster International. So it's also a public speaking organization based in the US. At the time I joined Toastmaster Club in Jakarta. It's Jakarta Toastmaster Club. It's one of the oldest Toastmaster clubs in Indonesia. And I also call myself as a education enthusiast and lifelong learner. And beside being associated with a Toastmaster International, I'm also part of several program or organization. For example, SEAP, it's called the Ship for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program that I participated in 2017. And I'm also part of Future Leaders Connect by the British Council, where I got opportunity to study about public policy in Cambridge University in the UK. And recently I joined Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program virtually, and I'm also part of Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative, or what it's called as WISELY. It's an exchange program for what they call as a future leaders in ASEAN that brought me to the US for a summer's course and also internship program. And being back to Indonesia, and I was granted a grant for my social project, the Floating School. It's a social and education project that give and deliver teaching materials to kids and young adults in the islands in Sulawesi. So that's pretty much of myself, and I'm looking forward to be connected with you all today. We can connect on Instagram. That's my Instagram at Rahmat.hm, and I'm also on LinkedIn for our professional connection. As Devi also mentioned, I'm actually not an expert in public speaking, because public speaking is more about how do you keep learning and keep improving your skill in public speaking. So the more you do it, the better you will be. So that's the ultimate key of public speaking. If you never practice your public speaking skill, you can never master the skill. So that's one early takeaway that you can emphasize before we discuss further about what you can learn and what you can prepare as an individual to have a good public speaking skill. All right. Anyone can
Sorry,
guess
Mas
the
Rahmat.
number on this slide?
I'm sorry.
Can you guys see? Can you guess what number is that?
It's still in slide number 1.
Yeah, it is not slideshow, Mas.
Oh, it's not moving.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Or do you want me to share your screen, Mas? I mean, share your PPT.
Because I have made some changes on my PowerPoint,
Okay.
so
It's okay.
yeah, I will try to share it from my laptop. Let's see if it's work, and I hope it's work now. So you see the screen, right?
Yep.
What about
Yes,
now?
Mas. Yes,
It's
Mas.
moving?
But
No.
it is not slideshow.
It's not moving? It's not
moving.
slideshow?
Not
That's right.
yet, Mas.
Okay, some technical glitch. Hang on. What about now?
And my screen is still no. Yes. It's still on the first slide.
It's on the first slide. Good. Now?
Still first slide.
Still first slide. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna send you my, sorry for the technical glitch. So I will send you my new PowerPoint updates. Okay, I've sent my PowerPoint slide update to your WhatsApp, Devi.
yeah.
So
Yes.
please kindly check. So meanwhile, waiting for the slide, what I would like to share that I've been doing a presentation quite a lot, and some turn out to be a very successful presentation, but some others leads to very a crazy and also terrible presentation. With so many factors, including some technical glitch like this, especially when you deal with technology, it's something unexpected and out of your control. So what you have to do as a public speaker is remain calm and also try to find a solution as quick as possible, so you can still under your control and believe that everything will be okay, because you know, like everything will have a solution. So in these circumstances, sometimes you cannot deal with technical errors from internet, for example, or connection. But what you can do is when you master your content, you can still be able to deliver the content of your presentation.
Okay. Is it visible,
Yes.
Mas?
Yes. Can we go to slide number 2?
This
Yes.
one.
Can you see this number? Anyone you can shout the number.
1001.
2001.
Yes.
1001.
1001. Next slide, please. Is it more visible, right?
1.001.
Again, next slide.
1001.
Yes. So this number is actually just a symbol that I've been done quite a lot presentation, probably more than 1,000 times of presentation. And as I mentioned, that it's not all going to be a very successful presentation. Some are failures, some are very successful presentation. And by keep doing a public speaking, it's also an exercise for me to keep improving my public speaking skill. Next slide. So what I'm going to deliver and share to you all today is a very basic concept of public speaking. So it probably and hopefully it can help you to improve your or strengthen the basic of your public speaking skill in terms of creating a content and also how to deliver your speech or presentation. Next slide. Just a brief rule, just to make it more interactive and not boring, as we have a virtual barriers that we cannot interact directly. So let's make it fun by being free to make mistake, because you know, learning from mistake is a very is a very effective way to learn. Next. Next, please. And being proactive, so we also can have a more fruitful discussion, and also in the focus discussion group later on. Next. And let's also be contributive to share what you have learned, and also to listen attentively to others' opinion. Next, please. And don't forget to be happy. Yes, of course. So when you heard about public speaking, what comes into your mind? Anyone?
Speak. Audience.
Audience, good. What else?
Delivering thought.
Delivering thought, good. Else?
Script.
Eye contact.
Public announcement.
Announcement. What else?
Sending your message to the people.
Yes, delivering message. Can you
Intonation.
click one more?
Intonation.
Yes. Okay. Can you please click one time? Yes. So that's probably covers all your answers. When you heard about public speaking, there are lots of emotion, thoughts, opinion, and probably words that describe your thought about public speaking. And probably it's very different between one individual to another people's as well. Some people might say that public speaking is fun, it's interesting, but for some people, public speaking also a scary things to do, and it's make you shy, it makes you hesitant, it's a very hard thing to do, and etc. So for some people, public speaking is different to with another people opinion, and that's okay, because everyone perceive things differently. But if you want to do public speaking, there's no other way that you have to love speaking in front of public, keep improving yourself, and also keep practicing. Next. So hopefully by the end of this short presentation, you can gain more confidence for yourself in delivering a presentation, and you can find your difference as a public speaker, and also at the same time, you can be yourself still. Next. So delivering public speaking or doing public speaking is mainly about two things. The first is about what to say, and the second is about how to say it. So this is the only things that you need to consider when you want to deliver a speech or deliver a presentation. First, what to say. Next, please. So what to say, it means that the content itself. What do you want to deliver, or what kind of message do you want to say to your audience? So the most important thing is when you select a topic, do select a topic that's relevant to your audience. For example, when you are invited to speak in a school, and you want to deliver something about a presentation about science, so you have to make sure that your audience can find a relevancy to the content of your presentation. They will understand some science terms in your presentation in order they can follow your presentation. So selection of the topic is a very important as a starting point when you want to deliver your presentation or your speech. And the message that you want to convey must be very clear. So what kind of message do you want to say to your audience? Is it about a encouragement? Is it about giving a information? Or is it about a persuasive message? It all comes to the message, and it needs a different approach and techniques based on the message that you want to convey to your audience. And third of all, it will be very easy for you if you make outline in order to help you to construct your message, and in a way that it will be very clear for the audience to process the message that you want to convey, and to be more structured when you deliver your presentation later on. And you also need to pay attention to transition. It means that a transition between one point from one message to the other message. Next, please. So when you want to make a presentation or a speech, this is what I usually do, which is speech drafting or making a speech outline. So when you make a speech outline or presentation outline, it mainly divided into three parts. First is opening. The second is a body or the content. And the third is about the conclusions. So these three main parts have a sub point. For example, the opening. You have to have a short and brief introduction that can lead your audience to the main topic of your presentation. And do not forget that you need to capture your audience attention in order to have them in your presentation along the way. And in the body, that's the main point you should put in. And main point has sub point and support materials. In the body, you can put your evidence, you can put your data, you can put your other supporting materials, for example, statistic, testimony, stories, anecdotes, visual aids, and etc. And the last part is conclusion, is where you summarize the whole points of your presentation. And at the end, usually it will be more powerful if you have call to action or memorable statement at the end of your speech or at the end of your presentation in order to keep the audience remember your presentation. Next, please. So that was about what to say. And the second point is about how to say it, or it's mainly about delivery. So when we deliver a presentation, there are three main things that you need to pay attention to. The first is about vocal variety. The second is about facial expressions. And the third is about body language. Next. So vocal variety, it consists of volume of your vocal. So sometimes you have a good content, you have a good a voice. However, if you are lack of vocal projection or loudness or softness of your voice, it would be not so audible presentation. So make sure that you have audible voice. So make it powerful, make it audible to the audience. So for example, if you are standing in a very large room and speaking in front of 100 audience, so make sure if you were doing a rehearsal, make sure that your voice can cover all the corner of the room. And second is about the rate, number of words we speak in a minute. So it means that do not speak very fast and do not speak very slow. Because when you are speaking too fast, sometimes the audience cannot follow your presentation. Meanwhile, if you are speaking too slow, sometimes the audience are too bored to follow your presentation. So make sure you have a moderate rate, not too fast and not too slow. And third of all is about the quality. So you need to convey friendliness, naturalness, and confidence. So the quality is here is also not only about, so it's not always about how good your English is or how advanced your grammars or the words diction that you use, but it's more about creating an atmosphere or ambience that your audience feel embraced and your audience feel participated in your presentation. So you grab their attention, you bring them into your presentation. So you do not deny them. You keep your eye contact to your audience. But it's very tricky in this kind of presentation. When you do a presentation virtually, it's not so, it's not very easy to make an eye contact or interaction, because what I'm looking at the moment is only a camera. I cannot look at your face, your eyes directly. So that's a tricky part of doing a virtual presentation. And the last is silence can be a golden moment. So this is very interesting. Sometimes people need to have a pause. What do I mean by a pause is that taking several seconds in between message just to let the audience process the message that you convey, or just have a very silent seconds. Because when you have a moment of pause and when you have a silent room for several seconds, sometimes it creates a golden ambience or a golden moment where everyone just silence and absorb the information and look at you standing and you look at them through eye contact. So the connection is just strong. So when we have offline presentation, it's actually a very powerful technique to use a pause as a golden moment, just to grab the attention of the audience. Next. Yes. So related to my previous explanation, I would like to invite some volunteers to try this exercise. So we have one sentence. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable. And I would like you to say it with a happy, sad, and angry voice. So I would like to invite 3 volunteers. If we can have it quickly, 3 volunteers. Who wants to try with a happy tone, happy voice, and happy sound? Anyone?
Can I try?
Yes, go ahead, Dwi Murniati. A happy voice, happy tone.
You still need 2 more, yeah, Mas.
We can, yes, just try it.
Startly, or just wait to more people?
I think you can start now.
Okay. I say this one, yeah. I think I'm beautiful. First with happy or straightly? I'm sorry.
You can say with a happy expression.
Okay, one by one, yeah. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Dwi.
You're welcome.
You don't have one more?
Can I try it?
Yes, Tegar.
All right.
Marian.
I have
Wooden is also.
Do I have to say in those three emotions?
Yes, please.
All right. All right. From happy, okay. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable.
Good.
Sad. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable.
Good.
Angry voice. I think I'm very beautiful, adorable, and lovable.
Thank
Right?
you so much, Tegar. Good job. So I think 2 volunteers are enough for now. We have another exercise later on you can try. But what I love about Dwi Murniati and also Tegar's exercises were that when I saw Dwi, because Dwi has a camera on, so I could actually saw her facial expression that helps me to identify it. Oh, she was angry, she was sad, she was happy. That's good. I mean, the volume, the tone, the red, also that's express happiness, sadness, and anger. But when I listen to Tegar, because Tegar turned off his camera, it really it's very clear that even though I didn't see his facial expression, I'm convinced that he was happy, he was sad, and he was angry. So in terms of the voice, I think you guys nailed it. It's a very good job. So thank you very much. Next, please. Okay, this is about facial expression. I mentioned it a bit when I refers to Dewey's exercise about facial expression. Speak with your face. So why is it very important? Because sometimes when you heard a voice, it's not very clear what's that expression of the voice. What's the sounds imply. So what you have to do to make it more convincing when you deliver a presentation is to make eye contact, make your eyes speak, because eyes indicate interest, attention, and involvement with audience member. So sometimes when you are not so into a presentation, you can see someone's eyes that is not very, is not very into a particular topic, for example. And the face communicates also emotional state, like Dewey's, what Dewey did before. She read the text with the expression of happy, with the sad expression, and with anger expression, and that's how it helps to build the emotion when you deliver a message. And believe it or not, human faces are capable of more than 10,000 different expressions. Next, please. So imagine that every single adjective, we can actually put a facial expression into it. So 10,000 expression, I myself cannot imagine how I can make 10,000 facial expression, but based on the study, human beings are capable of making more than 10,000 facial expression. So based on that theory, every adjective has its own facial expression. So as you can see on the screen, like this is common facial expression that we can make during our presentation or during our public speaking based on the context or message or ambience or emotion that we want to convey to the audience. Next. The third or the last part of this session is about body language. So make your body speaks. First thing first is about your stance or posture. When you deliver a presentation in a standing pose, you have to stand firmly and avoid creating barrier with the audience. make sure you can reach your audience easily. You can point someone clearly, or you can make eye contact clearly. You are not too far from your audience, and you're not too close from your audience, just to make a comfortable space between you and your audience. And this posture also important because when you are not standing comfortably, sometimes your voice projection is not good as well. It's not strong. So make sure your stance support your voice projection. And second is about body movement. So usually when we speak in front of the people, we have stage, right? And the stage is actually belong to you as a speaker whenever you are on the stage. So you have to on the stage, but avoid the tiger in a cage syndrome. Does anyone know this syndrome? Tiger in a cage syndrome. So tiger in a cage syndrome is just like, you know, tiger, when tiger, you put tiger in a cage, what does tiger usually do? It just mondar mandir, left and right, left and right, left and right repeatedly. So that's tiger in a cage syndrome. So what you need to control when you are on the stage is control your body movement. Make body movement, but you have to control it. So do not use default body movement. Some default body movement that I usually observe is that, for example, people step left and right, also scratching some part of the body, or scratching the hair, or usually you touch part of your clothes. So that's body movement that you have to avoid. Sometimes it's default, it's uncontrollable, but you have to identify it first and then learn how to control it. The third one is gesture. So gestures, you can use, for example, your hands. It helps you to communicate better, and it helps you also to emphasize your point. You probably cannot see, but since the first moment of my presentation in front of my laptop, I use my hands a lot. So it's probably a default gesture, but it's not disturbing. It helps me to make my my presentation clearly and smoothly, and also sometimes it helped me to boost some parts of the sentence that I want to emphasize. Next, please. So this is one of my favorite speaker or public speaker. It's Barack Obama, that whenever he's doing a public speaking or delivering a speech, his hands are usually, like he uses his hands in a very effective way. And when he wants to explain something, he uses his hand to emphasize his points and showing a good gestures. And it's a very good attitude as well on the stage. Next. One exercise. So can someone one volunteers? Anyone? So what I want you to do is to read this sentence, but using your facial expression and also your body language or gesture. Anyone? One volunteer?
Maybe you can do, you can choose mask. Oh, but we have both. Oh, Jordan.
I see Jordan Maulana.
All right, let me just read. A long time ago, There were only 3 species of animal which could survive in a very freezing ice age. One had a very long tail and hair, and the other 2 had small legs but very big wings. Thank you.
Good. Can we have one more, please?
Maybe me.
Yes, please.
I have to turn on my camera. Okay. Long time ago, there were only 3 species of animal which could survive in a very freezing ice age. One had a very long tail and hair. The other 2 had a small legs but very big wings. Thank you.
Thank you, Justitia and Jordan. Good job. Thank you very much. What I like from Jordan's exercise is that he really used his body language to emphasize each words that is descriptive enough in the sentence. For example, when you mention the number 3 species, you use your finger to show that, oh, there are 3 species of animal. But not to mention that Justicia also has a very good facial expression, even though I think you need to have more body language on this exercise, but your expression can tell, like, some adjective there has a special expression in your exercise. So good job to both of you. So this is what I meant. Like, whenever you want to deliver a presentation and you find some message that actually very descriptive, that you can support your explanation with your body language, please do use your body language, use your gesture, use your hands to explain things. So it's also would be attractive to your audience to keep listening to you and to get your message clearly. Next. So that's the point of your basic public speaking skill that you need to know and you need to implement, apply in your public speaking exercise. And on and all, I would like to say that a good speaker should know about what to say. It's all about the content, message, and outline, and also the transition, and how to say, your facial expression, vocal variety, and your body language. Next. So I'd like to close this presentation by saying a quote from Bruce Lee, that knowing is not enough, we must apply, and willing is not enough, we must do. So if you want to be a good public speaker, knowing the theory is not enough, but you need to apply. But willing is not enough, but you need to practice as well. The more you practice, the better you will be a public speaker. So that's all from me. I hope I'm not over time. Thank you very much. Back to our Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, Mas Mato. What a jaw-dropping presentation from him. And I couldn't agree more that we have to strengthen our basics and public speaking, especially what to say and how to say it. And yeah, I bet you all are all excited for our FGD, so our focus group discussion. And we have 8 facilitators that will help you in the focus group discussion, and they are Beverly. Hi, Beverly.
Oh, all right. Hi, Britzone.
Hi.
Hi, all right. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. And then we have Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, Kak Sophie. Hello, everyone.
Hi. And we have Kak Coco.
Hello, Dewi. Hello, all.
And then we also have Kak Dika.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too, Kak. And we have Kak Helga. Hi, Kak.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, Kak. And we have Kak Dani.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Kak Dani. And lastly, we have Kak Yayan. Do we have him here?
Yeah, hi everyone. Hello.
Hello, Kak.
Hello.
Okay. So you will be assigned by our Zoom host today for in the 8 breakout rooms, and then you will be accompanied by our facilitator, and then you will have the focus the question here from our conductor. Okay, are you ready for our focus group discussion? We will have yeah, I'm happy for your response. It means that you are excited and you have approximately for 25 minutes for your discussion. Have fun in your discussion, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, Mas Mato. So we are in the breakout in the main room. So yeah, there will be Jordan, Maulana, Ratu, and Alfie will be in the breakout rooms. So Kak Irfan, are you there? He is our Zoom host this evening, and his name is Britzone English Community.
Yeah,
Hi.
hello Sophia.
Hi, Kak.
Halo.
Okay.
Halo Mas Rahmat, nice to meet
Halo
you.
Mas, salam kenal.
Yeah. Where do you live, Mas Rahmat?
Currently I'm based in Makassar, Mas.
Oh yeah, based in Makassar.
Yeah.
How do you do? What you do in Makassar?
I'm currently working as a I'm working in a NGO in Makassar.
Okay, Kak. Kak, I want to know about how to be brave when we talk in front of all many people like audience like you, how you can speak smooth. Yes, because I feel your voice has smooth and I listen very enjoy. How you always how long you take the time to improve your speaking skills like that?
Yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation, I have done more than 1,000 times of presentation.
Yes.
So if you want to be a good public speaker, you need to do more than 1,000 practice. I mean, 1,000 time presentation. So because it's not an instant work. So probably I spend more than 10 years doing a presentation. Since I was in the college, I've been doing presentation in English, even though my English was not that good, but I kept pushing myself to deliver a presentation in English. And after you do a presentation, find someone to give you feedback. Ask for feedback, like in what area you need to improve. So how can you improve your content? How you can improve your delivery? And I think being in a English club like this, like in Britzone, it's one of the good ways that you can find a supportive environment to give you feedback for your improvement.
Okay, thank you, Mas Rahmat, for sharing. Maybe Sophia, how are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm great, and I'm fine. Sophia,
Yes.
have you started at 6 p.m. or 6 half p.m.?
6:30.
Oh, 6:30.
Yeah. I'm curious. I want to ask you, Mas Rahmat, because you have like because you are invited to the US, right? For like presenting for like the grant, right? Accepting the grant for the, and then after that you are like you are building of the floating school from the scratch, right? So can you please give us a tips and trick how to convince the people, especially for the grant, because actually myself I'm in I'm in the competition for the grant, and that tips is will be very helpful to me, and I'm dying to ask you about this.
So I think the most important thing is about the idea of the project. So when you want your project is funded by the organization, make sure that your idea is outstanding. I mean, it's not similar with the other project that are currently running or have run before. So make sure you bring something new, you offer something new to the organization in order they are interested to fund your project. And the second, after having a unique idea, make sure this unique idea also will bring impact to the target audience. So make sure it's impactful. And the third, it's all about a communication. I mean, if you have unique idea, it's a good idea. And the next crucial thing is how you can communicate your ideas. Communication, when you want a grant, usually we need a written communication because we write a proposal. So when you write your proposal, make sure you write it effectively. So when the organization or the reviewer reads your proposal, they will understand what you want. They will understand the idea of your project, the objective, and etc. So they will fund your project. Because sometimes you have good idea, but when you tell people, they don't get it. So they don't think that is a good idea. So the problem is in the communication. So when you have good idea, tell them that you have good idea until they understand that that's a good idea.
I see. So in the can I use like emphasis like like the intonation is lower and then it's bolder when I want to talk about the idea. So like not the examiner, but yeah, the examiner, because they want to sponsor, right? They want to give like the fun, like uh because they score like every one presentation, right? Like every group presentation, something like that. So like giving emphasis or giving a bold intonation, something like that, is it helpful, Mas? Hello, Mas Mato, can you hear me?
Sorry, I think my connection is not that good, so I lost your voice earlier.
Okay, so
Now, yes, now it's good.
no, it's okay.
Yeah, now
Uh,
it's okay.
okay. So is it a good idea to talk slower and emphasis on the idea that I want to deliver? Because the examiner, maybe not all of them are focused on my presentation for, so I just emphasis on the idea. Is it helpful, Mas?
Yes. Because when you're doing a presentation, sometimes you also limited by time, so you cannot tell all the details. So make sure you pick important message, important points that you need to deliver in your presentation. So use your time effectively by telling important things. Do not tell unimportant things.
So for the like the explanation or the unimportant thing, could I speak like fastly, something like that? Because mostly the presentation is just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
great then.
But not also very fast, because when you speak very fast, usually people do not get your message, and it's just not nice to listen to people who speak very fast. So use moderate tone, not too fast, not too slow.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tips, Mas. And
Yes.
Irfan, do you want to ask something to Mas Mato?
Maybe I'm enough, Sophia. And thank you too for Mas Mato to explain about how can be brave when I try to speak in front of audience.
Yeah.
At the first, I'm enough, Sophia. And thank you too, Mas Rahmat.
Yes,
You're
yes.
welcome.
Such an honor, because I heard from so many people like, do you know Kak 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 Dira, Kak Ira, Kak Inandira?
Oh, I don't know, Sophia.
Oh
Who
no,
is
no.
who is he?
Mas Mato. So basically, like she's holding in 2017 Festival Cerita Jakarta, and then she invited you as
Oh,
the
yeah.
conductor.
I
Yeah,
remember.
but what at at that day I couldn't come. So yeah, so I've never met you. Actually, so but all of I heard from so many people, like in our ex community before, right? And then, yes. And then also from, yeah. So how do you manage your time? Because I saw that you are very active, Mas. You are involving in this, you are involving in this, being a public speaker in this, and here and there, but you are also like a head of the family, right? So you have to take care of your family. How do you manage your time with your busy schedule?
So just make a prioritization, like which one you need to prioritize first. So I use, if you are familiar with the matrix, important and urgent. Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
So there's a matrix, urgent and important. So if you have something to do, if it's urgent and important, do it first. If it's urgent but not important, you can do it later on. If it's not urgent but important, you can do it or make a schedule to do it. But if it's not important and not urgent, you cannot do it. I mean, you just ignore it. Don't do it.
Is it matrix like the diagram fan, something like that?
It's like it's like X and Y axis.
Oh, so it's like in the math, like
Yeah.
right? Oh, I see.
So X is the urgent axis, Y is the important.
Oh.
Because sometimes what we do sometimes is not important and not urgent.
I see.
Always use those parameters to decide which one to do first.
Okay. And then I'm also curious about your FGD question, one of your FGD question, like how to engage your audience, because for me I engage my audience as like I don't know them, and then yeah, I just close my eyes, something like that. So I am pretending that I'm closing my eyes even though I'm not, and I'm making an eye contact with them. And then yeah, I'm just pretending that I don't know these people. Just speak freely, something like that. So how about you, Mas? How do you engage people?
I think it's very
Your
important
audience.
it's important to know your audience before your presentation, because by knowing your audience, it will make you more prepared. It will make you comfortable also, because sometimes, for example, if you deliver a presentation and you don't know your audience, probably you will find something unexpected in the middle of your presentation. For example, your audience already know about the subject that you are presenting, or probably your audience will ask you a very difficult questions, or probably your audience will be intimidating when you deliver your presentation. So better you know them, understand them in the beginning, so you can prepare yourself. But actually, when you know your audience in the beginning, it can help you to be more comfortable, because they will be your friend. They will not be someone who will attack you during your presentation or ask you difficult question.
Right.
So treat them as a friend.
Yes. It's also related to like your previous answer to Irfan's question about 1,000 speaking, 1,000 public speaking, because yeah, I couldn't agree more, Mas. Practice makes perfect. So we are keep practicing, and it is okay to make mistakes, right?
Yeah. But I want to ask your feedback about my presentation earlier. What do you think?
Oh, so actually we will have evaluation after
Oh,
this.
okay. Evaluation about my session or the
Uh,
whole meeting?
a whole a whole
Oh, okay.
class today.
Okay, good.
Okay. So okay. So how do you how do you deal? I mean, how do you overcome this situation? So when the expectation, for example, because I'm still a newbie in public speaking. So for example, I know my audience is like this, but turns out that my audience is not like that. How do you deal with that, Mas?
Just go with it. I mean, uh, you will always find surprising things when you deliver a presentation. For example, like in the beginning of my presentation, we had technical issue. That's one thing. But if I let this error took away my time, I will not be able to deliver my presentation. But since I keep it under my control, so it seems nothing. I mean, it seems no problem at all because I keep myself talking. I pretended that nothing happened. So I still talk to the audience. So yes, just go with the flow,
Yeah,
but don't be panic.
yeah, I'm amazed because you're not panic. For me, maybe I will be panic and freak out.
Yes, that's normal.
So is it your first time like that or no? Just just the premiere for being a public speaker and you already nail it.
Not actually. It's been several times, especially when it's online presentation. There's always technical issues.
They're always not only online, I guess, but on offline there will be also a surprising moment, right?
Yes, but it's easier when we have it on offline because when you meet them in person, you can do many things. Like you can ask someone in front of you directly or invite audience come to the stage and you can interview them, for example, ask them about their experience, like how can you tell us your experience on the way from your home to this event. So there's lots of things to do to buy time until the problem fix, and then you can start your presentation.
So I want to ask also, Mas, about the silence in your presentation before, because you say that silence golden moment.
Yeah.
And is it a filler like or
No.
something like that? Is it also count as silence? because
No.
because we
Silence
don't know what to say, right?
silence is a intended pause. So it's intended pause. So you intend to make a pause and silent moment in order to create a serious moment. For example, like this, like in the middle of your presentation, you say, "Ladies and gentlemen, you know that everyone wants to win, and winning is something. However, winning is not everything. So you understand, like in between of my words, there was silent moment. You
So
say, winning is something, but winning is not everything. You see, after I say but, and there's a silent moment. So let the curiosity of the audience raise, and they will ask us and wait, and what is it? Why the speaker is silent?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
So
it's not filler work.
I see. So basically, public speaking is like a storyteller, yeah, Mas.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they are telling a story, something like this. Like they also like prepare about the intonation, yeah, something like that, right? And then like for like for avoiding the blank in the fourth, if I'm not mistaken, in the fourth question for your FGD, like avoiding the blank if you have a blank, right? Like making a script. Is it one of the strategies, Mas? Like making a script or just making a point or what? Oh, we already have. Oh, welcome back, guys. Hello. How's your
Hello,
discussion?
Of course,
It
we
was
need more
great.
time. As usual.
As usual.
We need more time.
Hello. So how about the question? Do you you think that the question is like raising more questions, something like that? How is it?
We need more time.
How's your discussion, guys?
More time.
How's
Can we have extra time?
And again, we need
No, you don't. No, you
Can we have
cannot.
like an hour discussion?
We need more time.
Let's go.
We need more time.
We got God, I
Our
think.
discussion. Let's go.
I'm excited to hear all of your story from your focus group discussion, guys. Okay, let's go straight then. Okay, I want to hear the representative from the group. Kak Helga, do we have Kak Helga here?
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Kak
all.
Helga. Yeah.
Yes, our representative will be Kak Liana. Please.
Okay, hi. So basically, it's a very interactive session, interactive FGD until we don't have time to discuss question number 3. Okay, so basically, for the first question, it's about Kak Helga, what was the first question? I only write the answer,
Okay.
but then I forgot the question.
Okay, the first question, what do you need to anticipate
Okay.
before delivering your presentation?
Okay, so basically our group came to a decision that the first thing first is knowing your content, preparing your content, preparing your script. That is the most important. And then also knowing your audience. And then the importance also is the intonation and the tone you are using. For example, like our group member. Okay, I'm nervous because I forgot her name. Oh, Kak Dwi. Okay, Kak Dwi, she's a storyteller. So knowing her audience is important because she delivering a story to the kids, and the tone also different compared to she's talking to us, right? Okay, and then the last one is practice. Practice your body language, practice your script, and so on. So for the second question is how to engage with the audience. First thing first is treat audience nicely. Back to the situation of as a storyteller for our kids, right? We have to treat the audience nicely, and also sometimes we have a moment of silence in a public speaking, and then what to do is we do some an ice breaking in the middle of the public speaking. That was being suggested, meaning that invite them to join, and then maybe like now I will so do we what about you think about my presentation or something like that. Okay, it's just an example. Okay. And then also it's important to realizing the ambience. We have to know when is the moment silent is we have the moment of silence. So what we have to do, and also a good share from Kak Dwi. Yeah. Usually when we have a online training or online session like this, we often didn't receive any question. When it comes to the speaker, we would like to ask, is there any question? So we don't have any question, right? And Kak Dwi said that it is important to deal with the MC. If the participant don't have question, MC is the one should be prepared the question. So to make the session is run smoothly. And then finally, how to handle nervousness. It's back to the first question. Practice. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Liana. What the great points. Give up. Okay, great. Okay, now actually, what you are talking about, we are discussing in the main room, ya Mas Mato, about public speaker is also a storyteller because they are telling a story, like, and the audience will hear about the story, something like that. So it's important to, yeah, I couldn't agree more that with you because you say that your intonation, like, right? Yeah, intonation is also important in public speaking. Okay, now let's hear comments from Mas Mato about Liana's group.
Yeah, I think it's very good points, especially on the points of practice, and practice. And like that's a very big takeaway for everyone. Like if you want to prepare yourself for any presentation, rehearsal is a number one that you have to do to anticipate the worst thing and also to deal with nervousness and else.
Yes, that's right. Couldn't agree more. Okay, now let's hear next representative from Kak Dennis group. Let's hear it from Kak Dennis group. Do we have Kak Dani here?
Yes, I'm here. So yeah, I think we had a very engaging discussion, and we aside from answering all the questions, we also add one additional question is, what is their biggest challenge in doing public speaking and how they manage to overcome that challenge. And I think we have each of us has a different challenge and way to manage it. And I think for the representative from my group will be Kak Rosman. Kak Rosman, go ahead.
I'm here. Okay. Me again. All right, I'll try to answer. The first one is like, actually, I forgot the first one, but we have to practice. Practice and preparation is the most important thing, I think. Like you talk in the mirror, on the mirror by yourself, and then the second one is like ice breaking, intonation, and little joke will help maybe, but not the crying one. Okay, It must be funny, I think. And how to handle the nervous, I think back to, yeah, I'm agreed with back to number one. You have to practice by yourself, and then maybe your experience, your flight hours will be so helpful. The more you doing it, the more you master it, I think. And then the last one, I forgot it. Can you repeat again the
It's
question?
like a blank
Oh, the
space. Yeah.
blank. Yeah, I will try to remember the point, and then maybe I will. Yeah, I will try to remember the last word that I spoken. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Karosman.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kak Rosman. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like the joke that we deliver sometimes will help us. Like we are being something. Sometimes we are being like in Indonesia heboh sendiri, something like that, ya Mas. Okay, now any comments from Mas Mato?
Yeah, one thing besides when you have when you are being blank during your presentation, an alternative things that you can do is asking question to the audience. For example, where were we? Or you also can ask, what should we talk about next? Then your audience can actually be your partner in your presentation or your public speaking.
Okay, marvelous. Okay, then the next group goes to from Kak Yayan. Do we have Kak Yayan here? Us?
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Yes, Kak.
Yeah, so yeah, discussion went really great, and everyone got a chance to give their opinion in the activity room. So today, to be our representative in the main room would be one and the only our senior or below senior, Pak Ayan.
Okay, thank you very much. The
Okay.
representative is the elderly man, the seniority. But first of all, I'd like to grateful to Mas Rahmat because the topic is very interesting because it related to my daily activity. I have staff and also sometimes I have to teach my student. So public speaking is very, very interesting, I think. Yes. So in my opinion, the key point for practicing public speaking is mastering, I think. If we are master to the topic, master to the audience, I think everything will be okay, I think. So the first one, we have to the master. For example, master to the audience, I think. We have to know about the audience. If the audience is young people and we talk about the activities of the elderly like me, I think it's not suitable, I think. And about nervousness, I think is normal, I think, because all the people, all the expert, I think, maybe for the first time he will feel nervous, I think, but step by step, nervousness will be disappear if we infrequently practicing, and practicing, I think. And about the going blank, this is including my problems also. Going blank, especially when I have to make presentation in English, but when I have to make a presentation in Bahasa Indonesia, no problem. But when there is some order that I have to make presentation in English, is the problem. But as I mentioned before, I think by practicing, by always keep in touch. So this my how to solve this problem. I always teach and maybe follow or join to Britzone. This is to solve this problem. Going blank, I think, will be one day will be disappear. I'm really sure that going blank will be disappear if we always keep in touch with all of you and flooded maybe our brain with everything in English. Read English newspaper, read magazine newspaper, and also watch maybe the videos in English, Netflix. We use maybe on subtitle in English. I think this is the solution for going blank. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mas Rahmat.
Thank you, Pak Yayan. What an interesting story. And about the blank is not only your problem, because I also have the same problem, because I think not all I think like many speakers also have their moment of blank, yeah, Mas Rahmat, because also related to your like insights before, Pak Yayan, like practice makes perfect, and then we have to master, and I couldn't agree more. Thank you for sharing, Pak Yayan. And any comments from you, Mas Mato?
I want to appreciate Pak Yayan comment, and I think Pak Yayan, regardless your age and your seniority, I guess you are one of the embodiments of like never stop learning and being a lifelong learning. I think you will inspire everyone here that there's no time for there's no end for learning. So thank you very much, Pak Yayan.
Okay, thank you. And then we have Amanda's group.
Hi, Kak Sophie. Hello.
Yes.
We had an amazing discussion. There were Kak Tegar, Kak Ishraki, and Kak Ilham Maulana, and also Kak Jafrial. And I'd like to give an opportunity to our first timer, Kak Ilham Maulana. Hi, Kak Ilham.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So yeah, since this is my first time ever being here, I'm a bit nervous now. So yeah, but I had a lot of fun with the discussion, and I also learned a lot from them. And then for the first discussion, what do we need to anticipate before delivering a speech? Yeah, basically we have to be well prepared for the material, and then we have to know the audience. So what we really need to know what the audience expect from us as their speaker. So yeah, and then for the second one, how do we engage with our audience? So yeah, basically we can do a little talk with them. We can do an introduction with them. We can have a joke. We can have a pantun and stuff like that. It would work for them. And then we also have to make eye contact with them, and then we have to pay attention with the whole audience, not just in one point, because it would be it would be boring for the other parts of the audience. And then for the third one, how do we deal with nervousness? Yeah, before we enter the stage, before we deliver our speech, we again back to the number one discussion. We have to be well prepared for our material, and then after that, we can also go to the restroom before we enter the stage, before delivering our speech, and then maybe we can have or drink some water, yeah, before we talk. And then the last one, how we stop from going blank in public speaking. So yeah, we can engage the audience again, have a little talk to gain our confidence and to take a time to think what we want to talk about. And then also we can, before we deliver our speech, we can make notes. Yeah, we can bring them when we speak. And then if we have a slide for presentation, and then we can take a look to the slide for a bit, and then the slide will give us a hint for the next speech that we want to deliver. Thank you, Kak Amanda.
Thank you for the amazing presentation, Kak Ilham Maulana. Thank you, Kak Sophie.
Hey, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you, Kak Ilham Maulana, for joining us as you are the newcomers, and I hope you will come again for our next classes. And thank you for sharing your insights from your group. And yeah, it's really great. And any comments from Mas Mato maybe for Kak Ilham?
So I would like to congratulate Ilham for delivering his very first speech in this club. I think he's done a very good job. His English very clear. The message was delivered very well and clearly. So keep it up.
Okay, thank you, Mas Mato, and thank you for all of the representative from the group. I'm so sorry due to the time constraint. Yeah, not all of the facilitator and the representative from the group will deliver the group's insight in this main room. Okay, so before we close our class, any closing remark from Mas Mato? Closing statements, maybe, Mas?
Closing remarks. Okay, being a master in public speaking is not an instant work. It requires a long hours to practice. So make sure you always stand up for every single opportunity that you have when you are invited to deliver a speech in front of the people, because that will be your privilege if you have time to practice or to deliver a speech in front of the people, because that would be counted as your practice session. So in order you can fulfill 1,000 hours of practicing and then you master public speaking. So don't ever let the opportunity just go away without trying, because as everyone knows that practice makes perfect. So good luck to everyone for making your way to be a good and great public speaker. And I wish you all the best with Britzone.
Okay, thank you. Spectacular, Mas. And I hope we can gain and implement your sharing knowledge as soon as possible. And next, our after class tradition, we will have a photo taken by our amazing host. Kak Irfan, can you take us a picture? Yeah, please, the time is yours.
Okay, Sophia, thank you. Okay, everyone, please turn on your camera and please make your pose as great, because this photo will share in our Instagram. Okay, are you ready, guys? Hello, guys. Okay.
We're ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you guys for this photo session, and we will share in our Instagram. Okay, and then thank you too to Mas Rahmat to be greatest conductor for tonight.
Okay, fantastic. Once again, thanks for being here. And yeah, I would like to thank you for Mas Mato and thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. And also thank you for all of you for spending your time with us. And thank you with your busy schedule. You join us